Hi, I'm Phil. I'm from the University of Leicester. I guess in some ways we're quite new to this. I mean, I certainly wasn't here 3 years, well, I was here 3 years ago, but not here 3 years ago. But certainly Leicester as a university isn't new, and so in the last year since we've started getting really involved, I found out that there's so many positive things happening in the university that perhaps is not kind of joined up with other universities and other organisations. So what we've been trying to do over the last 12 to 13 months is to kind of engage with the community, engage with De Montfort, to try and offer expertise and areas of expertise to, sorry about this, refugees and asylum seekers in the community. So I'm just going to tell you a few things that we've been doing. So my department is English language teaching. We've been supporting, I think everyone kind of recognises how important language is for when people arrive and helping them to integrate the community. Another term I don't really like very much. There you go. We've been offering, supporting City of Sanctuary classes, but we've kind of expanded that, and we've had something like 30 students who in the last 12 months have studied on what are called pre-sessional programs. These are kind of entry programs into university. So I managed to, I think, convince the university that we should be offering something like this. In fairness to the university, they didn't need that much convincing. The university hierarchy and leadership have been very supportive of what we've been doing. I think one thing I'd like to emphasise about this, because I think we often talk a lot about what we can do for refugees, what we can do for asylum seekers, but I'd also like to sort of turn that around a little bit, and what they have added to our programmes is just fantastic. You know, the diversity that we now have in those programmes, and the regular students who have come into contact with people who they would never have come into contact with before, and that for me has been really, really rewarding. So as a department, we're looking ahead. We are offering more free language opportunities. As somebody alluded to earlier, there's a lot of expertise amongst these people that come over, a lot of expertise around kind of healthcare, doctors, nurses, etc., etc. So we're starting to offer free classes for a new exam that called OET, which enables medics and nurses to get the language level to be in order to work in the National Health Service, and my God, we're going to need them to very soon. That's kind of quite an exciting development for us. I think we kind of try and also look outside. A member of my staff is going over to Greece for the second time. So she's going to offer training to people out in Greece. Next month she's going. We also have some sort of funding through Erasmus that people can get free language support, because we've got these licenses that we can just give out to people as well. So that's some of the things that we've been doing. And I think if I've got another minute, the other areas that we've been looking at is how we can offer opportunities to refugees and asylum seekers to bring their expertise into the university. So one way in which we've done that is there's a department called Languages at Leicester. So as well as offering free classes, you might be interested, free classes to anybody working with refugees and asylum seekers in any of the kind of languages that they do. But also to get refugees and asylum seekers to volunteer in the classrooms, to get them involved in the actual teaching, which I think is really positive. We've offered other opportunities around the university. the gardens, for example, contacted us and said they were very happy to have somebody working with them. So trying to kind of do bits and pieces like that as well. I think you said you could talk for hours. I probably could as well. Probably outdo you, though. I have heard you can talk a lot. But I'll leave it at that. I think, the last thing I'd like to say is, for me, it's absolutely fantastic to have somebody from Montfort University here, and Mark will confirm, we've already spoken about how we can work together. This is not some kind of competition between two different universities. Universities, by definition, should be at the heart of a community, and supporting those who are most in need should be at the heart of any community. And I think it's just great to see so many people here. Yeah.
Okay, with just a couple of questions, seriously, time-wise, we'll let everybody in. Is it still illegal for asylum seekers to work? Because I have a friend who was here for 10 years who wanted to work and couldn't work, and it's sort of, is that still the case?
Well, I think there's probably people in here who know much more about this than
Joseph, who was in here, Joseph spoke first from City of Sanctuary, and he said one of their aims is to get that changed in law. Yeah.
I think, isn't there also a distinction around voluntary work and volunteering?
Yes, they can work in charities.
You have to, it's a very narrow line.
Yeah.
You have to be very careful. Are there any other questions?
Yeah. Can I just add something to what Phil said? I'll stand up so you can see me. My name is Gabby, and through Phil and colleagues at Leicester University, I came to meet someone in the School of Politics, History and International Relations, Helen Dexter, and they've offered 12 sanctuary scholarships to students refugees around the world for distance learning. So it does seem to be the first case of that kind in this country. I know the Open University is looking at offering 50 scholarships for refugees elsewhere in the world, but they haven't yet got that up and running. I'm based at Birmingham University, and I've discovered that they've got an alumnus there who's willing to fund one refugee per year, but they haven't been able to find someone to take that position up, because the applicants they've had so far haven't met Home Office requirements. So now they're looking at also offering perhaps a distance scholarship. So that's an opportunity, and if anyone's interested in that, I'm researching it along with Helen and hopefully Phil and the team as well over the coming year. So I'll keep you posted on that. But anyone who's got any other information, and De Montfort, if you're interested,
catch up later.
Yes.
So can I just add, sorry, one
That's
thing,
fine.
I mean, on top of those scholarships, I think there's 3 or 4 other departments in the university that we're hoping will be offering free places on distance learning programmes. And also I had it confirmed today that as a university we will definitely be offering 4 scholarships and 4 free waivers on campus-based programmes. So it's chipping away at these things, as you know, Mark. But what we really hope is that universities can work together. But we've got someone who's actually going to start, hopefully, their degree at Leicester, and they've just been moved from another part of the country, and they had a place in another university. But we're hoping that we can offer them a place at Leicester. So I think it's about, again, working together.
2 more questions and then we're moving on.
But no one else.
Both uni people actually. So you have volunteers that you say can teach English. Is there any opportunity for those volunteers to go out to young people? Because one of the issues is with bus fares and transport.
Yeah, and I think that's becoming more prevalent in our projects, that not just with refugees and asylum seekers, but actually people who live below the poverty line who can't accept opportunities for transport costs or things. So yes, we do at the moment. We do focus work in Beaumont, Leeds, Thurmby Lodge and the Foss ward of the city, and we can certainly look to adapt into those areas quite easily because we've got infrastructure there. And also if of community centres where these things can be hosted, then we can do that, and I think that's something that we can work on with Phil and send students out collaboratively to do that.
Yeah, I'm really sorry. Excuse me, we came in quite late due to traffic. So you may have already spoken about this, Mark, but I think earlier this year, about February, March, I spent weeks, absolute weeks, on the phone to universities, to the EMU, Leicester University, Birmingham University, trying to figure out how to get a friend of ours into university, and there was just no coherent answer from anywhere. I wasn't put through to people who know about refugees, about the schemes that are available, so I think it's more of a common question.
Yeah.
You know, maybe you could fine-tune that process.
Yeah, I mean, that if you phone a university, and I don't suspect Leicester, Loughborough, Birmingham, whoever will be anything, it's virtually impossible to find who you want. It is a real challenge. The magic of Google occasionally helps, and there is a web page dedicated to our Article 26 provision for asylum seekers.
Just a quick comment that I've got a friend who was Kurdish from Syria, who came and stayed with me for 12 years, did law and public policy at DMU. He's been talking about the Syrian situation at the United Nations. He's now back in Syria and he's working with political organisations there. So those small things that happen here have got massive impact that we never see. So, thank you. Right.